Good morning, my friends, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Lexie. Had to attach that first clip of the cruise ship this morning because I thought that was just beautiful. So had to catch that on video and share it with you guys. But anyways, it is a Friday today, and to start off the video, I want to give you guys a little story that's gonna maybe make you laugh. I know I'm already laughing about it, and it's something that happened to me 2 days ago. So it has been a week, not necessarily a bad week. I would say this is the worst thing that happened to me, and it's not even that bad in perspective, but in the moment it seemed kind of like the end of the world. Not really, but it's just been a busy week, so I'm really happy I get to go. I'm gonna go visit my mom tonight, so I'll get some footage when I go visit her. She's got 4 puppies and, well, not puppies, but dogs that are adorable, so I'll get some footage of them, including a baby Frenchie. But let's get to the good stuff. Let's get to the story. So story time. You know, I like making my YouTube videos to inform and educate you guys, but also I'm here for the laughs too. I want to be able to entertain from time to time. So let me share with you guys what happened to me on Wednesday. So my apartment, there's like 5 floors on our parking garage, and the first 2 floors are essentially public parking, right? So anytime we have guests or visitors, that's where they park, right? And then on the third, or like the part of the second floor and up, that's where the residents park, and we have to go through a certain gate to get there. But you know, from time to time, you'll see some residents that just park on the first or second floor because it's easy to, like, you know, especially if you have groceries to unload, right? And I did that. I've done it before, never had an issue. And so anyways, on Wednesday, it was really rainy here in Tampa, and I normally walk to the gym because it's not that far, but it was like pouring down rain, and I'm like, okay, so I'll just drive. So I walk up to where my car was parked on the second floor, which is like public parking, right? And I was like, oh my God, like my car's not there. And I freaked out because like in my brain, I'm thinking, okay, wait, this is where I parked, right? I was like, maybe I parked on a different floor, but then I like thought about it, and I'm like, no, I'm 100% sure I parked right here, and my car was not there. And so I was super panicked because I live in a downtown area, and I kept thinking, oh my God, what if it was stolen? Like my car is my baby. I bought my car a year ago, and it's my baby. And so anyways, I called my mom, because she always knows how to make me feel better. And she was like, okay, it's okay, calm down. And I was actually pretty calm in a way. Like, I wasn't as worked up as I normally would get about things like this. But I just wanted to know where my car was. And she was like, okay, it's okay. She's like, you know, go into your apartment leasing office. Maybe your car was towed. But she's like, if it wasn't, you know, we need to call the police, file a missing car report. So I'm like, oh my God, I just hope it wasn't stolen. Honestly, I was going to be relieved to hear if it was towed. So I walk into the leasing office and I talked to the lady, and she was like, oh yeah, we had a couple cars towed last night. I have pictures of them. Let's see if one of them is yours. Sure enough, one of them was mine. And granted, it's like the one day in Tampa that it is pouring down rain. So I had like 30 minutes to go pick up my car from the towing company. She gave me the information. I had about 30 minutes until they closed. Otherwise, I was gonna have to pay, you know, because you rack up charges, I guess, every night that your car is like sitting in a tow lot. So I had to get an Uber, and the tow lot was like 10 minutes away, and it was kind of in a very sketchy area. And we pull up, and I like asked the Uber driver, I'm like, could you just stay here for a sec so I can make sure this is like legit? Because it was literally just like a little box on a sidewalk, and it was pouring down rain. So I got there, and thankfully I got my car back. I did have to pay, but at the end of the day, I was just happy it wasn't stolen. So lesson learned, I take full accountability. I mean, I shouldn't have probably parked on the second floor overnight, but I learned my lesson. I'm just thankful my car wasn't stolen. So that is my story for the week. So now I'm going to go ahead and take you guys along for what the rest of this video entails. It'll probably be a hodgepodge of vlog footage. So hi. Okay. Come on, little guy. Let's go potty. Let's go. Come on, buddy. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. Good boy. So Mom and I went to Sprouts, and they have pre-cooked things. So I got some chicken, she got some salmon, we got some sweet potatoes. which actually look really good. I got some nutritional yeast as well. And then we're gonna make like salads. So this looks pretty darn good. This is a really big chicken too. I would guess this is pretty big, but looks pretty darn good. And mom's salmon looks pretty good too. All right, mom and I are trying out a coffee shop. Say hello, mom. YouTube loves mom. They've seen you here before. I just figured I'd vlog. Sorry, I kind of caught you off guard. I just took out my camera. We're trying a coffee shop. I've been there before. Mom has not tried it. It is my favorite coffee shop I've ever been to. It's in St. Petersburg. So I'll show you guys what it looks like when we find it. All right, best coffee ever secured. I don't know what it is with this brew. It's just a normal decaf, almond milk, sugar-free vanilla, but it is so good. Mom got some veggie pizza, a sparkling water, and we are just sitting outside, and it's so cute. All right, so mom and I just got coffee at that adorable coffee shop, and she lives very close to an Aldi, and I don't, and I actually really love Aldi for certain things. It's just so inexpensive, so I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna grab a couple things. I'm actually gonna grab a couple things for her too, because she hates grocery shopping. So I'm gonna grab some groceries for me, and then I'm gonna head back home. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys what I grabbed at Aldi. Nothing really exciting, but got some eggs. Always a great place to get eggs. Aldi is very cheap for eggs. I got a couple bags of frozen sweet peas, got some spinach. Aldi is also another place where spinach is super cheap. I think this was like $1.49. Eggs were $2. I got this decaf coffee, instant decaf coffee. It's again really cheap at Aldi. I think this was like a little less than $4. And I really love instant decaf because I love making like instant decaf throughout the week with some protein powder in it. It's a really good hack. I've showed you guys on my channel before and in videos prior, but got that. Got one of these actually. They have these at Aldi now, these Prime drinks, and I love these drinks. They're just basically electrolyte drinks. Love them. They're so good. They're really sweet, but I have very sweet taste buds. I like sweet things, so got one of those. I opened this already in the car, but I got just a little orange like water flavor enhancer. I got 2 bags of carrots because I'll show you guys, but I have been loving my air fried carrots. So got 2 bags of carrots because they were super cheap. Which again, that's kind of why I went to Aldi, because I know there's things you can get there for super inexpensive. Another bag of sweet peas. I did get some tofu. I've been on a tofu kick recently. I always like to cut it up and air fry it. I got this everything but the bagel Asiago cheese seasoning. I've had it before at Aldi. It's really good. So I got that. And then, I got some fat-free refried beans. I've been loving these. I normally get them from Trader Joe's, but I found these at Aldi. So perfect. And then last but not least, I got some, I have some wrappers in there. I got some chicken because it's really cheap at Aldi. So that is what I got, and now I'm gonna put all this away. Okay, quick little show and tell time with my air fried carrots. I know that these do not look good at all. I don't think they do, but if you are somebody who does not like vegetables, or you just kind of like, meh, you get them down to get them down, I highly recommend air fry literally any vegetable. I just put my carrots in plain. I put them in, there's no magic time. I typically just put them in around 375 temp wise, and then I just kind of start checking on them around like 12 minutes, and then I just take them out when they're my desired kind of golden and brownish. I don't like them to get too burnt, but and then you can season them with anything, and they're so good. So I also find too, fun fact, so a lot of times, like if you struggle with digestion issues, or let's say you're struggling with like feeling bloated all the time, sometimes consuming too many raw vegetables can be really hard on digestion. So I always recommend cooking as many of your vegetables as possible, just to have a little bit more optimal digestion, make it a little bit easier on your digestion. So that's a little fun fact for y'all as well. quick little unboxing for you guys. So I think you guys know by now, I love Cured Nutrition. I have been using their products for, gosh, it's been about a year and a half now, and I know I've talked about them before in past videos, but I just got a package in the mail, so I thought I'd share with you guys what my staples are from them, because it happens to be these three things right here. So I've talked about these Serenity gummies before. They essentially have CBD, microdose THC, and they're just like, they honestly taste like candy. But usually I'll take 2, which is a serving every night, and they just honestly, they don't make me feel weird at all. They don't make me feel, out of control or anything. They just kind of help to calm me down, make me a little bit drowsy, and they really help put me to sleep. So these are something I literally will not let myself run out of. And if I do, I start to go crazy. Just kidding. But anyways, love those. And this is going to be the second product that I love. This is Zen, and this is one of their sleep supplements that specifically helps with deep sleep. So I don't know, how much you guys know who are listening about like deep sleep and what it does for you, but deep sleep is essentially what repairs your muscle tissue, your vital tissues in general, and your body. Really helps to repair your cells, your muscles, your tissues, and there is a lot of research behind the fact that deep sleep is when your body produces the most growth hormone, right? And that's really important, especially if you are a bodybuilder and, or you're just somebody who's looking to build muscle in general. So, if you're somebody who doesn't get enough deep sleep, it can definitely, you'll feel it. A lot of times if you wake up and you just don't ever feel recovered, you don't ever feel like well rested, it's probably because your body is not getting enough deep sleep. So deep sleep, this is helpful for enhancing deep sleep. So I always take this pretty much almost every night. And then last but not least, this is Aura, and this is the gut health and immunity supplement from Cured. So this is one of their only products that doesn't have any CBD in it. So if you're somebody out there who can't have CBD because of like work for some reason, I know some people out there, get sporadically tested through work so they can't have CBD, but this is a gut health and immunity supplement, and you can see it has zinc, vitamin D, turmeric, ginger, and then a couple of other things, turkey tail and chaga, and it just helps overall with supporting gut health and overall immunity. So these are my 3 go-to supplements from Cured Nutrition. Like I said, Serenity gummies, these are literally my saving grace at night. Can't go without them. So anyways, I do have a discount code. It is worth 15% off, so I'll put it below, and I'll also link Cured Nutrition below in the description box. But if you guys ever have any questions about any of the products, feel free to reach out. So this is super random, but I want to show you guys something I just made here. I'm actually eating it right now, so there's not a ton left, but it looks kind of questionable, I know, but let me show you guys a little hack that I will do sometimes. So I mixed a little bit of plant-based chocolate PESCIENCE protein powder with a little bit of sugar-free pudding mix, and it doesn't really matter, like the measurements, you're not going to screw it up. I typically do like I do usually like a 1-to-1 ratio, but then I add a little bit of water, and then it makes this kind of like frosting consistency. It's kind of hard to tell. It's kind of hard to show you guys with one hand too, but it is so delicious, and you can eat this as is, which is what I'm doing. It's kind of just like a protein frosting. Or you can, easily use it for if you want to do like frosted oats. So you could, put this on top of a bowl of oatmeal. You could put it on top of a rice cake. I'm trying to think what else you could use it for. A piece of toast. So it's essentially like protein, like frosting, right? So just a little hack for you guys. This is also something you could easily make if you're like traveling in a hotel room. All you gotta do, bring your protein powder, bring the sugar-free pudding mix, whip them together, put some water in, mix it up, and it's a really good way to get in your protein as well. And so I wanted to lastly sit down and kind of chat about a couple things and outro this video. And let me just preface by saying I look very rough right now. One of the things about YouTube is you can't edit, you can't filter your face on YouTube. I mean, maybe you can, I just haven't figured it out. And nor do I feel like it's really necessary, because one of the things I always promise to not only myself, but you guys is like, I always want to keep it real. But anyways, I look a little rough right now. But anyways, I wanted to outro this video, sit down and talk about a couple things too. Something that's kind of exciting, that I'm not going to share quite yet, but I'll share like a little bit of details on. But first and foremost, I am just, oh my gosh, I don't know. This sounds really sappy, but I am just I love my job so much. I love coaching, and I'm just wrapping up some of my client check-ins for the day, and I have so much gratitude for my athletes and my clients. And I've been coaching, this makes me sound old. I've been coaching for almost 4.5 years now. And I feel like the community that I have right now within my clients is like what I dreamed of in the beginning. Just to see, the people I work with are amazing. And it honestly makes me so happy to help them day after day. And just, I don't know, my philosophy is I always want to make my athletes just better versions of themselves. And I want to meet them where they're at and collaborate with them to make them an even better version of themselves. And so as a coach, I had to share a little bit of gratitude because I'm just in my feels today. And the past week has been just really amazing. I've onboarded a couple of new people too that have found me on YouTube or through the podcast. And I just always feel very grateful to get to work with some of the most amazing people. So anyways, and then also today was my check-in day, and I was thinking a few days ago, I don't know, I think I've really leaned into the fact of knowing like I need to grow to be a successful athlete. And, and I've always known that, right? But I think that when I ended my season last August in 2023, I had kind of this loose timeline in my head of like, and I think we're all susceptible to doing this from time to time where we kind of make up these like potential timelines in our head, right? And I thought, maybe I'll get back on stage in the spring. And, honestly, could I have done that? Yes. But would I have looked like any different of an athlete? Probably not, right? And so, I've just started to kind of lean into the fact of like, you know what? It's like, I'm okay if I need to take the rest of the year off to build, right? And I've told my coach this, and there is never, ever any check-ins where I'm like begging him, like, oh my God, I want to start prep, or oh my God, I want to do a fat loss phase. I'm so uncomfortable, right? Because I always look at it from like a, a delayed gratification standpoint, right? I look at these pros on stage. I go to shows all the time. I'm actually going to be going to a couple of really big shows coming up, actually traveling for one. And when I book all of that stuff, I'll announce it. But, I go to so many shows now, and I get to see firsthand what they're rewarding. I get to see what pros look like. And, I realize I need to just build, right? But anyways, my point in this segment is I had this idea. I was kind of thinking about it yesterday. And, I've learned a lot about my body throughout, the preps that I've done, the improvement seasons I've done. And, I came up with this idea, and I actually proposed it to my coach today in our check-in, and he's like, yeah, I'm on board for that. So, I'm not going to share it quite yet, but it has to do with kind of my timeline and what I'm thinking. And so it's actually, it would require some shows later this year and then early in the next year. So I won't share the specifics yet because honestly, it's still just kind of an idea, and I don't want to put it out there because I feel like it's going to put almost unnecessary pressure on myself. And, and I want to be flexible. If it doesn't work out, it's fine. But I just have this kind of loose timeline in my head now that I think would be very realistic for myself, knowing I just need to grow a little bit more. But anywho, I wanted to share that. I'll share a little bit more about that as time goes on. And, so I also just wanted to wrap up this video and share my gratitude for just you guys, YouTube in general. You guys have no idea how amazing you guys are. And I try to respond to every comment I get on my YouTube videos, and I apologize if I have missed, maybe somebody's in the past. It's not my intent to do so, but you guys just are really awesome. And I love nothing more than meeting you guys at shows. Like I said, I will announce, so the next show I'll probably be at in person is Girl Power here in Orlando, and that's in about 2 more weekends. And then there is another pretty big show at the beginning of May that I am like 90% sure I'm going to be at, considering I am looking at Airbnbs right now for that. So I'll announce that when it's like said and done and official. But I appreciate you guys and your support so very much. As always, all of my discount codes are in the description box below, or my support links. My link for coaching is also below. So if you are interested in talking more about coaching, you can check out that inquiry link below. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day wherever you are at in the world. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys in my next one.